All right, traders, this is Blake Morrow. You are listening to the Daily Roundup webinar. Hope everybody's having a great trading session. And, you know, if you're looking at the euro dollar, we are sliding towards really key support. So let's talk about the euro for a moment because this one's actually on my radar. Yeah, you may be looking at it going, what do you do with it down here? You know, we're at channel support. What do you think? I actually might be a buyer here. At least I'm going to try to pick it up with a good risk reward. Anyway, it'd be down here below the support. You can see this channel support, hourly channel support. We're there right now. Frankly, I expect us to break. So what am I expecting? Well, I'm expecting like a move below 108 and, you know, maybe down to 107.80 and for a bounce. Now, the next question you may be asking me is, well, Blake, why would you be buying down there? Tomorrow, we are expecting proposals, because tomorrow's Thursday, right? Let me just double check that. It is. Okay. It's hard to tell. Isn't it hard to tell what day we're dealing with? Like, you know, nowadays. Anyway, we're expected a summation of the EU meeting, the European Union meeting on what they're looking to do to support the coronavirus recovery in the European Union. You know, they really note that it's, you know, they're going to a, you know, just this historic recession. They're trying to figure out what the joint debt issuance might be. And the numbers may disappoint the market. They may not. But the fact of the matter is they're coming with some ammunition. So I'd be a little careful about being short the euro. There is a chance that the market will be disappointed with what the European Union wants to deliver their proposal of what they want to do. But I would rather be this. And by the way, if you haven't watched the video from Greg Michalowski from Forex Live, you should watch it. He's a friend of mine. He lives not too far away from me, about 2 miles away, maybe mile and a half, 2 miles. He lives pretty close. And he's a friend of mine that works for Forex Live. He's like one of the only people in the area that, you know, is a currency guy. Anyway, he just did a video based on anticipation. Well, that's what this is basically. I'm anticipating something to happen here. So what I'm looking for is a possible dip in the euro dollar and to bounce back into this, you know, you can see it's probably more like a triangle, okay, wedge. And I think by tomorrow, I mean, I may be wrong here too. We may completely just crap the bed in the euro and drop all the way down here. But I think by tomorrow, we're going to be back in this range, probably around the 108.50 level. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to buy it below 108, you know, and see if I can pick it up at a decent price, put in a tight stop. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. But the flip side of that is if I can pick it up on the cheap and we get back to mid-range, I'm anticipating this meeting tomorrow to give us shed some light on what we might be doing, well, what the European Union might be doing moving forward with stimulus. And if the market is enjoys it or likes it, thinks it's strong enough, you know, the euro could bounce. Flip side is it could, you know, it could dip and break down too if it disappoints the market. A few of the guys that I work with believe that it could be a disappointment, and so I don't want to discount that. So that's why I'm anticipating us to be in the range, and then from there I can, you know, give it a shot to be long or short. So this is what I'm doing with the euro dollar. And I'm just hoping it breaks through 108 today so I can pick it up. Now, flip side of that is we do see some weakness in, like, you know, the cables coming under a little bit of pressure. The Aussie has rolled over a little bit, but you can see we've got some, you know, decent support here in the Aussie dollar. I can just draw it like that. But, you know, the Aussie could be in a, let's make this a different color here. Could be in a little bit of a wedge as well, right? So the Aussie could be in a wedge. So we could, you know, if the euro breaks down through 108, the Aussie might be able to trade back down, you know, towards 106.70, something like that. That's possible. The Kiwi is extremely weak today. You can see the Kiwi looks like crap, and we could be in wedges like all the way around. I mean, you're not just talking about the euro. You're just, we're looking at a lot of different currencies look like they're consolidating in, wedge type of formations. Although the Kiwi, if, the way it's acting, it could actually break down. Dollar Canadian's just kind of bouncing around. We were coming close to breaking the support, but, we held it. So what do you do with the Canadian? Nothing here. And S&Ps, let's talk about the S&Ps. So the S&Ps are back at the 38% retracement. We're at what could be wedge resistance, but I don't necessarily want to be too terribly bearish here. But let me get rid of that. But the flip side is we're recovering just a little bit, and struggling as we approach the 2,900 level. But there's not a lot exciting going on with the equity markets at these levels either. Okay, you guys probably want to take a look at crude. If you were with me earlier this morning and we were talking about crude oil, down at these levels, we were at 12. Remember this morning we were here at 12, and I said, yeah, I bet I wouldn't. I think of what I said, if my words, if I'm not mistaken, I said it wouldn't surprise me to see crude oil bounce back to 15. Well, its high was 1470, so I came pretty close. Now, what do you do with it here? I don't know. No one can trade it, so does it really matter? I still think it's going to stay weak. Even over the course of the next couple of days, if we bounce back towards 17, 18, somewhere up here, it's probably going to reject and roll over. I think it's going to stay weak, but we got a little squeeze out of it. It's pretty key level support. A lot of people, probably thinking we're going to bounce a little higher because of this double bottom. But like I said, I don't know. Maybe you guys can trade it. I don't know a lot of people that can trade it right now. My broker says no, so maybe yours says yes. Who knows? If I was a broker, I don't think I'd want to take on that responsibility. U.S. dollar, Japanese yen is bouncing around. Not doing a whole lot. Let's see. Eric said day and dates are a blur right now. Yes, they are, Eric. They are definitely a blur. I think last Friday my wife thought it was Wednesday all day. I was actually pretty sure it was Tuesday just a little while ago until I checked, but it is Wednesday. All right. Hey, if you guys haven't signed up for the Online Traders Summit, here's the code. Just go ahead and I'll put it in the chat box so you guys can do it. Do it now. It's free to sign up. Reserve your seat. Get your recordings. We got a lot of speakers, really good speakers. So, and I'm very, very proud of our team for putting this together. They've done a great job putting it together. We've got different sponsors for it. Forest Park, IG Markets, the CMT Association. Also, I believe Rand Squawk will be sponsoring this as well. So it's going to be a pretty neat event. And if you're listening to this not at this moment live, that means you're probably not a member of ForexAnalytix. So if you want to be one, it's only $1 for 10 days. So try it out. Try it out. All right, guys and gals, I hope you have a good day, rest of your day. It's quiet. You know what I'm thinking with the euro dollar. So I'm just kind of hoping we get a little action here. Stocks are in this, grind higher mode. So it's hard to get volatility going when the markets just are, grinding higher. So let's hope we see some different price action in the markets a little bit later today. Thanks everybody for, oh, sorry, I need to put that link in here for all of you guys. There. Okay. There's the link. So you guys have a great one. I'll talk to you soon, and we'll see you tomorrow morning on the Face webinar. Thanks, everyone.